Why hello there, fellow shipwrecked astronauts. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Astrometica. Episode 6, Exploring Abandoned Bases. So, what do I want? I want, because I'm sure you're interested, into getting some of the vehicle stuff. Right, I think that's fair. So, vehicle docking station and vehicle station will be needed. At this point, I am going to deconstruct my miner because it uses up a lot of power and I'm just not getting things from it that I find useful. So let's first get the vehicle station. So the vehicle station is required to build custom vehicles. So that's 6 iron bars, 6 copper bars, 2 chipsets, which needs gold and silver. And a data transformer, which I already have in here. Nice. Let's get outside and slap this down. I think... I might do... a vertical corridor for it. I'm just trying to think ahead here. So I'm going to get one of the exotics 0G, wherever I put it, and build a vertical corridor. Hey, Kilgore, thank you for the resub. And then have this lead to another habitat room. Just so that I don't run out of, like, expansion space. So for another hab room, I'll need an electronic part, which is mostly iron and copper. Oh, I had one. That's a nice shortcut. Oh, it is... Oh, there it goes. That is not particularly useful. Vertical corridor? May I ask what's going on? It's not connecting. Try this again. Let's see if that connects. Nope. Well, let me try something else. I don't think the fab's in the way. Oops, that was off-centered. What I can do is a second airlock. Let's see. Because if I did a T... Maybe I'll keep it real simple. So what I was worried about is... Because the only way we currently have access to power is through these here... I didn't want to run out of space for expanding the base. So what I'll do is I'll do like an X hab off to a vehicle dock. or a vehicle upgrade so that I don't run out of space. So I'm just trying to think ahead. So I'm obviously going to need to move the smelter. That's not a big deal. All right, and then if I put my vehicle station here, I can put another hab corridor here off to the larger vehicle dock, because the vehicle dock is really big and I didn't want to block it. So now we have a vehicle manufactory. So let's pop into it. Gonna move the smelter. I'm not even sure why I put the smelter there, because I knew I was going to put a hallway here anyway. So here we have the ability to make a skipper, which needs a power cell and nickel. I do happen to know where nickel is, back in that creepy cave. And it needs a power cell, which is right here. So battery plus 2 silver. It's no problem at all. I'm out of nickel, right? No, I got nickel. So I could make a skipper. What I want to do instead is make the dock, though. Knowing the skipper, the dock is you definitely are going to want one of the vehicle docks before you make this skipper, and I'll show you why. Where's my silver? Wouldn't be organics. Am I really out of silver? Yeah. Okay. Well, then I'll make a data. Transform. So let's go mine a little bit of silver. Silver's pretty common around here, and I do have an upgraded mining tool, so it should be a lot faster. Oh yes, much faster. Oh, exceeded power. But here's the vehicle docking station, where you can dock your vehicles. Because, you know, making a vehicle and then not having anywhere to park it is a bit weird. But let's add some power to this bad boy so that I can actually make use of this. What are we lacking? Generation or capacity? All right. If we're lacking capacity, maybe we spring for a big habitat battery. I might be able to just shred a smelter and get power back on. Nope. All right. We're gonna have to actually add capacity. Fine. So for now, I will delete this, which will be a little weird because I'm going to be outside. Yeah, I need to be outside of it first. And then add a big battery so that we don't have a power shortage issue. Because I think my power supply, or my power capacity is lacking. So that's free fungu and advanced chipset. Ooh, but the nickel's required. Never mind. We're gonna... I don't have the nickel for it. While also replacing the So we'll have to do the small hab batteries instead. Glad I double checked on that. Although I could have just broken it down. It wouldn't be a big deal. So for the small ones, I just need electronic components. Yeah, I was right that... Oh, no. It does lock on. I actually want to build another one of those. Believe it or not, kind of using up the iron that I had amassed. I can always just pick that iron back up. I don't know how long items are persistent, or even if they do decay. So I wouldn't suggest, unless you know better, if you know the answer, to use space as a storage mechanic. Out of fear of it goes away bye-bye, and then you lose it. Alright, I should now have plenty of power capacity for the docking bay. And then we'll try to get a skipper up. So one of the reasons why I am... It spoils a little bit, but one of the reasons not to immediately go for the skipper without more stuff is the skipper, unupgraded, is really not that fast. It kind of... And I'll show you exactly what I mean if I have the resources to make one. So electronic parts and a power cell? Yeah, I have what I need to make one. Perfect. That shouldn't be in there. Well, actually it should. Where do I have... I have compressed coal, but I don't have normal coal? Really? Okay, I guess I'll go mine some. It's like one of the most basic resources. Coal might be the fastest to mine of all resources, more so than even iron. Not a big deal to get some. Alright, got everything I need for a skipper. And there it is. So I'll show you what a base model skipper handles like. And why I wanted the docking station ahead of time. After I put some of this junk away. So the skipper's battery is off the back here. Power cell. It takes a different type of battery than your tools do. And this is how fast it moves. It will tell you the distance, and it goes about 8 meters per second. So unlike the jetpack that needs to recharge, it doesn't slow down, but it's not super speedy on its own. Like, it doesn't feel like leaps and bounds a better upgrade than, and you also sit on it, like, super strange. So, what I typically like to do is to pair that with the vehicle upgrade station, which I think I have. I thought I had. Maybe I didn't. Oh, maybe I have 2/3 of the upgrade path for it, but not the full thing. That would be correct. Oh, bummer. Because much like everything else, it also has an upgrade path, which makes it a little bit more functional. Well, in that case, let's go grab it. Let's go hunt for the upgrade. I think before I head out, it might be a good idea to grab more oxygen. Oh my god, stop making goobery noises. So I want to make the filled oxygen tanks, because it would also be maybe a bit of a benefit to grab like nickel and other resources that I need. I do see my eye on the time though. I do have a pretty finite time. So, acknowledged. So let's get maybe 3 large ox tanks. That shouldn't be too much effort before heading out. Yeah, adding a bunch of oxygen bubbles, the oxygen stations, is nice too. Once you have enough points of interest, like, cataloged, it's pretty easy to hop from POI to POI, making sure that you're always within, you know, an oxygenated environment. But within that weird tube tunnel-y thing, it would be a good idea to put a ox station down for sure. So I'll grab the resources required for one. Got my spare oxygen. Lots of it. So, 6 tanks. I should grab some food because my dude's hungry. Although, gargle trees or whatever they're called are kind of everywhere. So, food. Oh, you know what? I haven't eaten a donut yet. My first space donut. I think the last thing that you'd want up in space is food that has sprinkles. Because the space donut is like covered in sprinkles. Can you imagine eating enough of those and just like sprinkles floating everywhere, like you got glitter bombed by Mark Rober or something? That'd be a dumb way to die in space. Sprinkle bombed. It's funny, if in space, if the sprinkles are moving fast enough, don't they become somewhat like murderous? I bet they could murder, like a sprinkle moving fast enough could definitely kill you. Alright, I need a little bit more, I need 1 more silver to make an ox station, but that's no problem. So let's grab our spare batteries. And mine up a tiny bit more silver, and then we'll have the oxygen station deployable. for that creepy red cave. I was going to stop in here for oxygen, but it's like, I have 2 full minutes of oxygen? Yeah, I really don't need to make the pit stops. Ooh, look what we found. Don't mind if I do. Before we go back inside, there was also this stuff out here. So, summon vehicle 2 of 3. And this is like an old derelict wreck. Alright, in we go. I think putting the oxygen station right by the entrance is going to be the easiest way to spot the entrance, because that was another... Oh, is it not? I don't think it's a valid spot. That's too bad. I wonder if you can build anything in here. Or if everything is functionally blocked. Yeah, I'm blocked. That's okay. We're here for some quick nickel. And I made a bunch of oxygen tanks, so it shouldn't be much of an issue. And with the upgraded tools that we had, we can slice through these nickel blocks. I almost said... Well, you know what I almost said. Jeez. Bring this lovely home. I mean, to be fair, the fastest thing that, talking about the sprinkles again, the fastest thing that humanity has ever accelerated, hypothetically, is a manhole cover. So, yeah, death by, like, sprinkle isn't that much different than death by very fast manhole cover. And I'm not joking. The fastest thing we've ever accelerated is not Voyager. It's a manhole cover. Actually, Voyager at this point is probably moving faster than the manhole cover, but still, point stands. Imagine dying to a manhole cover. Ooh, you swift death, though. Did I miss any scans in here? Would I be playing this again, or is it up to vote? It'd be up to vote. Most games, unless there's like a lot of popular demand, I only really play once. And then another reason I only play this once is, without spoiling too much, it's pretty early access, and there's not a lot of content. So, I'm not certain there'd be... Unless I did a lot of, like, wandering about and whatnot, there may not be a full stream left of this, depending on how speedily I plow through what there is of the quest lines. Yeah, I think I only missed a smelter in there. Log, iron, smelter, iron, organic, no teleporter, no upgrade. Okay. So before I die, let's make our way back out. I have other POI markers, so maybe I'll venture towards one of those instead of going straight home. But given my nickel addiction in this game, I will stop for nickel. Also worth mentioning, like, this weird stuff, if you're like, hey, why aren't you mining the cave wall? It's just, it's not mineable. This stuff is, though. And if you're wondering if it's mineable, your scan tools AoE sweep will tell you. Yeah, I'm asphyxiating. I know. So instead of heading back to an ox bubble, I'm going to go out here and maybe drop a new one if this is not a oxygen providing environment. One thing I kind of wish you could do is, oh no, I can shut markers down. Okay. I was going to say turn off the markers of explored spaces so that I don't bother returning back to them. Is this pressurized? So we got engineer suits, logs, file, storage in there. And this needs a key card. So before I rip and die, let's just drop a bubble here. I can always remove this, deconstruct it, and move it around if once I get access to that, I don't need this anymore. Well, I was gonna say, hey, look, we're not alone, but like, I'm still kind of alone. Because he ain't really living. Oh, engineer suit. Read log of Matthew. Definitely being a corpse. The Theta 9 card that I needed. Here, let's give you a Viking burial, and by that I mean making you float out in space. Oh. Bye-bye. I feel like I just invented a new war crime. And you know what? Whatever, I don't care. Where'd he even go? I didn't yeet him that hard. I don't see a body out here. Whatever, not my problem. Hey, Govan, thank you for the resub. Alright, it's pressurized. So, I yeeted that dude's body for a couch blueprint. You know what I wish you could do? Make a couch up in, out in space, rather than attach to a fab and shove it so you can literally couch surf. That'd be pretty sick. Also, can you imagine, like, starving to death out in space and being like, alright, so I know we're starving to death, but let's make like couches and trash planters and like have a nice viewing deck. Like, who cares that we're starving? One blue crystal. I don't know if it bothers you guys, but it kind of bothers me that this requires an odd number of scrapper hits. It's very pedantic. But still, I'm somewhat bothered by it. So, the blue crystal that we needed for the upgrades and advanced materials, here we go. Here's a cave for it. It's always fun to get goo. Lots more goo up in this cave. I think one fell through the floor. I don't mean how many swings it takes. I mean that the scrapper tool does 20 damage per hit, but the crystals have 150 HP. So it's like not divisible. It's silly, but like that bothers me, I guess. So these are asteroid miners, more blueprints for the asteroid miners. Smelter machine. Glass package. I think it has enamel. Oh, I am floating weird. Oh, come on. Stop it. I don't know if smashing a crate full of glass to obtain its resources makes that much sense to me. But here's more key cards and another log entry that if I was literate, I would read to you. We've got a power cell charger, which is obviously very needed once you start using vehicles, because otherwise you just have to make a new power cell every time you want to recharge, which is, I mean, you could, but that certainly gets annoying on its own, too. And there should be one more of that I need to find in yonder. Smelter, asteroid miner, I already have that. Okay. I think I came in this way. This doesn't look passable. Oh no, maybe it is. No, maybe not. We'll have to pick up the other half of that blueprint elsewhere. Hey, Castino. Thank you for the resub. And more nickel. Brilliant. Guess while I'm here, I'll get the last blue crystal. I did get the others. Alright. Let's get out of here. Path kind of forks. I mean, I'm not lost. I'm just wondering if there's unexplored areas. Because I think this just is like a figure-8 loop. It's not so much forking as it's just a roundabout. Not bad. And then the hull key that I got opens this. So I'll explore this before ending the stream for y'all. So I don't have the Theta 9 depot, but there's obviously lots of stuff in there. If you're wondering, the electricity does hurt. I mean, you'd assume, but proper science requires sacrifice. I don't think, yeah, none of the furniture in here is scannable, though. For whatever it's worth. And then that doesn't go anywhere. Alright, let's head back out. Work in progress. Work in progress. Alex Turner's keycard with some warp coordinates. This one was open. It's got nickel and a bunch of plants. A fragment of... Oops, that's out of power. A fragment of the jetpack tier 3 fragment. Done. Got that blueprint. Anything else in here that I missed? No. Okay. Next room. Marcus Turner's key card I already have. Ouch. I want the loot, but not the zaps. Okay, I actually didn't really care for the glass. I was wrong. So, the bigger oxygen capsule. Got that. Okay, that storage is just a very painful trap, so I'm going to heal myself. And get on out of here, because that room is hateful. Reese Callahan don't have his. Ethan Carter don't have his. So these are like everyone's individual rooms, and when you find their subsequent key cards, you obviously unlock the loot found within. And if you're wondering about your key card collection, it is in your logs, I think. Yeah, Marcus, Theta 9, and Theta 9 Hall. So I have a list of the key cards that I've interacted with. Pretty creepy without lights, isn't it? Spare power cell. Tanks. The Theta 9 depot, which I happen to be in the depot right now, so it doesn't like really help me much, but I do get to loot the second half of the power cell charger blueprint. Unlocked. Log file for Jake Turner and jetpack if you needed a spare jetpack. At this point, if you don't have a jetpack, I don't know how you've been traveling around the hard way. And I guess because I used up a bunch of my oxygen, I'll take some of the tanks on my way home. And those are the same Celestite and Skippers that I have. I'll take the crystals, though. They're free. Yes. So I think this is as far as I can get in this main hab, because I'm out of the extra key cards that I would need for some more of the exploration. So, the last thing I'm going to do is head on home. Probably not going to make it without an aux station, but I'll try. Where's my bike? 300 meters that way. Whoa, came in a little hot. Alright, well, friends, this is where the stream is going to leave off. Having done a pretty considerable amount of the base building and story content. Thank you for tuning in to Astrometica, which originally streamed live on Twitch December 17th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits, thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow astronauts.